Halloween is a very important time for magicians because one of the greatest showmen that ever lived died on Halloween in 1926. He was the great Harry Houdini, magician and escapologist. And though he is well known for that more than anything else, he did spend the latter part of his life trying to expose fake mediums. He felt that, when he died, that if it was possible to come back from the grave, that he would. So on his deathbed, he made a pact with his wife, Bess, that they would hold a seance for 10 years consecutively after his death, which was in 1926. So 9 years they held seances and nothing happened. And on the 10th and last one, they held it in California on the rooftop of a hotel. It was a beautiful, clear night, not a cloud in the sky. And they assembled to hold a seance. They brought his photograph, a candle, and some of the props that they used during his career. Like a lock, for instance. Which, Sean, maybe just lock that for me, please, okay. Yes. They used that with chains to bind him when they put him into boxes and so on. And it was really a secure lock, which they left in front of his photograph. They had a pair of handcuffs, which, although you need a key to turn to open, they just snap closed. So, Celine, would you snap those closed for me? Okay. They're very heavy and very cumbersome. Absolutely. Okay, and they also had a bag, which was used as a blindfold. And they would place one of the handcuffs in the bag, leaving the other one exposed like that. They also had 2 pieces of rope, which they used to bind him. Shauna, perhaps you would tie that one in a knot for me. Yes.
There we go.
Yes. And then they looped the other one through like that. Celine, maybe you tie that. And the 2 looped pieces of rope were also left on the table along with the other bits and pieces. Now, the last thing they had was 2 slates that they used in a mind-reading act, which they cleaned and also placed together, cleaning all sides, and they left them on the table and waited, and waited, and waited. And nothing happened, except at midnight there was a shower of rain, which they just ignored. But to me, that was the most significant thing that happened, because you don't get showers of rain in California. But they had expected something like the lock to open, visible stains, that maybe one of the handcuffs in the bag would open, even though there was nothing there to open it. Or that the 2 pieces of rope would undo themselves and become single again. Or perhaps the slates would have left a message like that.
But he didn't actually appear on Saturday night, did he?
No, it just rained.
Now listen, speaking of Halloween and speaking of all these exciting things you're talking about here, we've been having some very strange dreams since Saturday night.
Yes,
right? I mean,
over the
it's
weekend.
Been going on every night, and we don't understand why it is. Can you tell us what we should maybe do about that?
I think perhaps you could go and see a fortune teller. Or perhaps, like Harry Houdini, will just vanish your dreams the same way.
Do you think Fergus